Right, thanks for watching. It's Chris here. Someone asked, how do you change the step rate? Now the step is only used in when in search mode, or VFO mode as we call it in ham radio. The search rate, the step, is governed by the country you're in. So the radio has built-in step rates for different regions, but I've had to think about this, and on the radio there's 3 ways to change the step rate. The first way is when you hold in buttons 1, 2, it could be 3, can't remember, it's 1 or 2, definitely 1 and 2, maybe 3, and it switches it on, but it changes the band plan, so it'll have different default step rates. The second one is a quick, whatever, I'm searching band 6 here, for example, and I've got it on hold so the display isn't busy, and if you press function and 3, you can change with the clicker on the top. You can change to the default step rate for whatever region you're in, your radio's set to. You can change it to 5, 6.25, 10 and 12. So that is very basic, changing the step rate. Press the dot there, the decimal point to come back out. Now when you're in the search mode, the step rate doesn't apply to scan mode. Searches in increments of the step that you've set. So the other menu is function and enter, and that gives you the search menu. So none of these apply to the step rate, but there is one, set the steps. So you can go in manually, I just pressed enter there, you can go in manually, and for all these different bands you can change the individual step rate. So on the ham bands, I'm a ham myself, so on the ham bands, for example, 6.25 might be a bit too small for the step rate. They're not, you'll get the odd one that may need it, but to change that to 12.5, I'd click the top button and click it again to change it to 12, and then press the decimal point to come out, and again, and then to search just that ham band, I can't remember what it was it, 6 or 7? So when I now search the ham band, it will go round in 12.5s. Let's just test that. Yeah, so it's going from it's going from 0.400 to 4125, which is 12.5. So to make it simpler, from 145, it's going in 12.5 kc steps. So if you want to alter just one band and do it in the simple way, it's function and 3. And if you want to do it for all of them, it's function and enter, and you can do it that way. I have noticed it only lets you change the step to something that's suitable. For example, if I go to the aircraft band, not sure what that is on, is it? Let's have a look. Search 3. I'll get rid of search bands 6 and 9. So I think it could be 5. Get rid of 3. Yeah, so if I was on the aircraft band and I tried to alter the step, it only gives me the suitable bands for that. Only gives me the suitable steps for that band. So there's no 5, because that's the new allocation that came into place a few years ago. 12.5. You know, I've always used 25 kilohertz steps on aircraft band years and years ago, but I've still got that because it's 12.5. Twice that is 25. So it's quite straightforward. You shouldn't really have to alter it. But if you want to fine tune it, I mean, if you set the step rate too low, you'll still hear things, you just won't see, or you won't be able to program in the exact right frequency. You know, these scanners are quite forgiving, so hope that helps someone. 7.3 from Chris.